Hello, Periscopers and replay viewers. Where's everybody at? Let's see if I can get anybody to come in and watch me. Hello, Dana! Dana! There's Tamitha. Dana, did you have fun this weekend? Hey, Vaughn. Long time no talk. Hey, Bobby. Hey, Linda. Hey, Lori. Oh my gosh. I remember when I lived in I lived in Davenport, but between Orlando and Tampa, and they had that in Orlando or something like that, and I loved it. Loved it. Yvonne, don't brag. I've seen all of Yvonne's goodies, and she had a very good time too. I was really jealous. I ain't gonna lie. Okay, Miss Linda. After we get done, we'll call. Okay. After we get done, we will talk on the phone, Missy. Okay, guys. So I'm gonna make a card that I made for my father-in-law that you guys seen. I kind of posted a little sneak peek, and then I'm sure I got tagged in it on my Facebook. He tagged me. I know, Dana. It's been a long time, girl. I haven't been able to get nobody's scopes, or it's just been crazy. But I've been trying to do YouTubes and blog, and between work and home, and trying to design the cards, and then birthdays, Valentine's. Hey, Vicky. I have no excuse. I have no excuse. So I'm trying to get better where I can, I'm using my planner where I have, I have a YouTube, and I think it's scheduled for this evening. It's because I was still trying to type up the blog. So it may not show up into the morning. I can't remember when I did the time. But it is a Valentine's card, and it was just a quick one. But you guys have seen it already. So you guys won't miss anything. But I plan on doing this on YouTube as well. Just so FYI. Because I thought it was really... And if I make two of these, it's fine because I can sell these cards. So I'm not going to worry about that. So what I did was I wanted to make... You know the box cards where you make the card and it comes out to a box, and then it has the flaps on the three sides, and then the stand up and the things are coming out. You can do flowers, balloons, or whatever have you. Hey, Terry. That you can. So I wanted to make something. I wanted to make something similar to that, but I wanted it to look like a toolbox because my father-in-law has worked on. Thank you guys for sharing. Hey, Terry. So I kind of looked at his, I looked at the tools and the box and everything to kind of how I came up with this. So I designed this myself. As you can see, I put a line here and scratched it out. Hey, Joseph. And so thank you guys for inviting followers, and thank you for stopping by. So what I did was I kind of created my own template. It's a play on that box, but I did something just a little bit different. And then the two little things inside the box that kind of like sit in the box that hold up the different, different items. I actually did something different with that too, because I was fighting with those, and I said, oh, I'm not doing this. So hi, Dana. So we're going to be using, let me show you all what we're going to be, now to make this card, I used a lot of stamps, okay? There's reasons for that. But the main set that I used, I got two Danas in here. How lucky do I feel? The main set that I used, hey Sally, was the Nailed It set, and this does come as a bundle. So if you buy these two together, you get 10% off. Okay, and I will show you. It is in our occasions catalog. I already had this out once, but then I got on the phone and was looking for something. But this is our Nailed It set right here. So for both this and this, you can get it if you get the clear mount. It is $43, not photopolymer, but clear mount, and I'll show you what clear mount means. Or if you want wood mount, it's $50. So. But it comes with, it's part of this sweet package in case nobody has seen this. It's called Urban Underground, and you can get this stamp set separately, this underground paper. We are going to be using this embossing folder tonight that comes with these little embellishments. I use those. So, and then the washi. Now, I don't have the washi because I haven't been using my washi, so I didn't buy it. So that's the main set that we're going to use, okay? I just love my father-in-law loved his card, by the way, y'all. Loved it. I am going to use the happy birthday, had this sentiment, and this on the back, or this on the back, I'm not sure which one, but I'm going to use one of these sentiments too. Now, the reason why I have this out is because I did outline the balloon. Hey, Valeria! Hey, Eileen! Oh my gosh, I have all my women and my man in here tonight. I feel special. But I did use this on the balloon, so that's why I used this one. And then I used this, and I'll show you guys how I use this one, okay? So I did a couple things because I did use this. This is our textured, and I know, isn't those balloons like cute? Cute, cute, cute. I have seen someone make flowers with this one right here. These two right here, they've made flowers. So don't look just as a you know, birthday set. This I've seen made with a bicycle. So it's called Balloon Celebration. And don't forget, guys, that right now to the end of March, for every $50 you guys purchase, you get a free item. And I now have, I'll just say I have everything in the catalog, and I have 5 of these. Oh my gosh. Valeria, do you like that set? So this is what it looks like inside. And you get these, you know, dividers, so you can use these for cards. And it comes with its lid. And you know what? If you don't like the color, if you don't like this color, paint it. So that's what I'm going to do. So, and probably put some later. So, if you got, this is just like the one we had at Christmas. It's real thick. And I did do both different ways to kind of show you guys. This is the raised up, and this is the indentation, okay? I do have an idea for this. I don't know if I'm going to be able to do, but we're going to try it. So this piece is getting saved. But this is the piece we're going to use tonight. Okay. So these are the products. So this is how I did this. Now I've already got all this stuff done, so we didn't have to do all that. So I'm trying to be quick, guys. Now, what I did is I took some of our silver foil. I took some of our silver foil paper, cardstock, and I stamped these four items. Ah, yes, honey. Come on, girl. Come on, girl. Father's Day's coming up, just saying. You know what I'm saying? You can make some cards to sell, give away, you know. So I stamped these, and what I stamped this with is just our regular basic black archival ink. And that's what I used to stamp. I stamped it on the foil, and then I took my die cut, placed it on the foil, and I cut out my hammer, my screwdriver, my saw, the little ruler. Check that out. Now I only cut off a little bit. I didn't need the whole ruler right here. So that is a ruler. Is that not cute? But I only needed a little bit, so I didn't go. I did also do the hexagon. Is that what that's called? I don't know. It's for something. And then a screw, little screw right here. So I die cut all that. Then I also went back and I stamped in different colors. It's a nut. Thank you. Because I'm a nut. I'm going to lower you guys just a little bit. Then what I did was I die cut these, because what I'm going to do now is I am going to adhere. I'm going to cut some of this off, and I'm going to adhere this to make this a red handle on here. See? So let's go ahead and get started. All right. I am a nut. I wonder, actually, I thought I checked, and yes, ma'am, they are. So it's 5 1/4 inches long. Well, it's a little bit longer than that because the little sides, but it's just about, but yes, it does match the measurements. Look at that, and I'm proving it. Oh, that's a good question, Terry. Tamitha, I don't think I said hi to you, Tamitha. Hello, love. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just trim these like this. No, you have to buy them separately. However, they are separate. But what happens is we consider this a bundle. You get, I'm not that one, sorry. It's a bundle. So for both these, you get these for $43. Okay. Now, also, you can use this with something else. You can use this with something else. You can use this with something else. It doesn't have to be a part of the tool set. Same way with this. If you'll look, I noticed this the other day when I was putting the stamp sets together. Look at the faces to go on the tools. And you could use these faces for other things. Sewing, quilting, yeah. Sorry I screwed up. You can use that with just you know, anything. You don't have to use a set. So that's okay, honey. You're fine. You're one. I just want to make sure I said hi to you because I don't know if I said hi to you. You know what I'm saying? I wanted to make sure I said hi to my Tamitha. I don't know what you're cooking tonight, but I'm making spaghetti tomorrow. So what I have done, let me just trim this one off, is what I wanted. I just wanted the handle because when I was looking at the tools, you know, they were metal, but the handles weren't metal. So I wanted it to look like like his tools in his toolbox. That's kind of what I was doing there. So let's put these together. Let's go ahead and glue these real quick. Let's see. That's my die cutting counter. Tamitha cooks. Tamitha cooks. Let me get out my silicone mat, and I am going to use the fast fuse so it'll hold, so it'll stay on there. So let me get these. Okay, what's the difference between the clear and the photopolymer? Okay, good question. Oh, Tamitha, that sounds good. This is what they consider the clear. Okay, this is not wood mount. These traditionally rubber pieces, you know, can come on either like this or on a wood piece that comes with it. The reason why they call this clear is because they go on a clear block. So you attach it. Now, I do not put my stickers. I put them on the back of my cases. That's just how I do it. Probably not a good way to do it. I'll just be honest with you. But that's how I do it. Because that's me. But they attach to a clear block, and see how they don't shake off. Now, some people put the stickers on their actual stamp so that they can see what they're stamping. But I can see that's what I'm stamping. So, you know what I'm saying? I don't need it. And with the Stamp-A-Majig, you know, you can always stamp on there, place it, and then, you know, and do it like that. So, and then, of course, the photopolymer are the clear stamps, which are these ones right here. You know, our favorite photopolymer. Love our photopolymer. Okay. So, yeah. So, I mean, we have 3 different ways because, believe it or not, I do have a lady that follows me, or that's, it comes to my class, and she actually prefers the wood. So, oh, I hope I did that the right way. It's okay if it's off a little bit. The photopolymer are the cheaper ones if they sell them in photopolymer, but it's either photopolymer or it's clear. So like in this stamp set, you can only get the clear mount or in the wood mount. Okay. And then they have one that are just photopolymer. But I mean, I like either one. I prefer photopolymer, but you know, these work just as good. I'll tell you what I like about the clear mount is I don't need a cushion underneath my stamp set to get a good impression. Anybody that uses the photopolymer stamps knows they have to have a cushion underneath to get a good quality print. So here's I use our Pearson mat. I wrap a piece of paper around it, and then I stamp on this. And that's with any photopolymer from any company. You need some kind of, you know, cushion. So, I mean, even if you use a Misty. And some people don't, Tamitha, and some people don't. I have to because I never get a good, I mean, it'll be like missing right out of the middle of it. You know what I mean? Like right out of the middle. It's like, ugh, you know, now I got to stamp it over again. So, what this is right here, I mean, I'll be honest with you. I'm just not perfect crafter when it comes to stuff like that. What this is our silicone mat. So what I'm doing is I'm using it to put my adhesive on so that if it doesn't stick on my paper, but it's going to be on here, and it really doesn't even stick on here. I'll be honest with y'all. And I'm going to show you here in a little bit what I'm talking about. Okay. Now I'm trying to get all my tools ready because you know the handles aren't metal, just the tool part. Just the tool part. So now we have our tools. Oh, where's my wrench? I keep doing that with the wrench. I keep losing my wrench. Oh. The wrench, of course, is all metal, right? So now we have all of these pieces here. And we are going to be using that. So I have all those done. Now, to create the box, what I have is and I am going to, well, I got to move these over because we're going to get the scoreboard out. Let's move those for a second. What I have is two pieces. This piece right here is cut at 3 1/4. This is cut at 3 1/4 by 5. That's okay, Miss Ann. I got it from a stamp set and die cut set that I got out of the Occasions catalog. The urban one. What was it called? Oh, I done lost my page again. This one right here. It's called the Nailed It set. Yeah. And it's from the Urban Underground Suite. Okay. This one here is cut at... Okay, this one is cut at 3 1/2 by 5 1/2. 5 1/2? No, 5 3/4. Sorry, 5 3/4. Okay, this is going to be the back of our box, so I'm going to put this to the side for right now. And I'll show you that. So this box, what we're going to actually do is we're going to score this one. And we're going to score it to make it look like this right here. So basically I'm going to take my pattern and I'm going to put it on here. Okay, that's just a piece of copy paper. But I need it for the measurements. Okay. So I put this as, okay, yeah, I did good. Okay. So what I'm going to do is take our Stampin' Up! Scoreboard. I love this scoreboard because it's in, it has 1/8 increments. So you have 1/8, 2/8, you know, and then quarters, half, and then the full inch, right? So the first thing I'm going to do is, I got to look at this, guys, is we're going to score at 1/4. And then we're going to score at 1 1/4. And then I'm going to score at 4 1/2. And then I'm going to score at 5 1/2. Whoops. And then I'm going to turn it this way, the short end. And I am going to score this at 3. Yeah, at 3. Okay. Now, what we're going to do, let me put my paper right there. Oh, and you know what other thing I love about our scoreboard is it has the little, the embossing tool, or the scoring tool. It has a place for it. So it sits right there. So you never have to look for your tool. All right, now we're going to take this and we're going to burnish. Oh, thank you. We're going to take this and we're going to burnish all the score lines. This one I want like this, but the other ones I want to fold like this way. And there's a reason why I want this to be folded this way, so it's up, okay? I'll show y'all like this. And there's a reason, because I'm trying to create a ledge. But then we're going to take these and we're going to score it. We're going to burnish all these. You go this way, burnish, and then this one we're going to burnish. I hope this turns out, guys. All right, so what I want to do now is I want to cut. I'm trying to be like my idol. Is I'm going to cut these pieces out here and these pieces here, okay? So it's going to look like, so I'm going to cut this piece right here out. See that right there? And I'll lay it against it when I do it. Okay. So this is the end piece. I'm going to cut it right here. And then I'm going to cut this down here. And then I'm just going to trim a little bit off of here. And that's for when we put the box together. It kind of goes together, but it's not so bunched up. I forget the technical term, but you know what I'm talking about. Bobby knows what I'm talking about. What's the term, Bobby? Okay. So take those pieces off. So now it's going to look just like my template. Okay. So it looks just like my template. Okay, so now we have this piece here. This piece right here is cut at 1 inch. Let's see, this one is cut at 1 inch by 7.5. And what I did is I've already scored it, and I scored it at 1/4 inch. I wrote this down. Believe it or not, I did write it down. But I got on the phone and I was talking to some lovely ladies. Hey, Bling Queen. Okay, so I scored it at 1/4 inch, 3.5, 4 inches, and then 7.25. Burnished nice. Now, when I trim this off right here, this little piece off right here, Bobby, what's that called? I know the other one. So this one I'm going to burnish. I'm going to burnish all the score lines on this one. And I think I already have. Or maybe I just folded it. Miter. Thank you, Lori. See, Bobby, was it that hard? Sorry, I'm picking on Bobby. I'm trying to get him to laugh because he had... So what I've done essentially is created like this little open, like this little rectangle shape. See that? Now, I'm going to show you something. So when we do our box, when we close our box up, traditionally the boxes would have the flaps going here, here, and then this one of course would be longer right here, right? But again, I didn't want the flaps on the side because it is a toolbox. It's not a, you know what I mean? I wanted it to look as realistic as I could. So I know that these two pieces, normally you would cut that right there. You'd have to put this piece and stick down in there and make sure it sits to the side. And then you have to take the other one and put in there. No, I ain't doing it. Okay? So what I did was I created one piece. So I know now that I can put this right here. And this was big enough for me. Just, you know, depending on the card. So this is going to sit kind of like this. So when I put it in here and I have it like this, I know that it's going to fold over, okay? So it's going to fold over. And then this one's going to fold over. Let's hope it works again. And for the simple fact that I'm going to double check it, I'm going to use snail to make sure it works, because I'll be honest with you, it was a little bit of a fluke. Oh, and I didn't use my, look, see, this is why you use the silicone mat. See, got on there, got on my paper. Now it's messed up my dang paper. But look, and I don't, make sure you only put it on this little piece here. So I put it there. See how the glue is right there? Comes right up. Don't even stick. Look at that. All right, let's see if I can get this to work. I can always take this back off and put some, you know, stronger adhesive. Oh, please let this work. Now that I'm showing y'all on Periscope. And I think I put it up. I wanted it a little bit high. Okay. No, make sure you go even now. Come on. Work with me now. All right, now. Yeah, that's how I did it. Okay. And then I folded this over. So, okay. So I took this piece right here. This was the piece, the middle piece that was scored at the 3.5 and the 4-inch line. And I just stuck it on one of the flaps. Okay, let me close this one here. So this is going to be the side of the box. See how I did that? Looks like an airplane fixing to take off, don't it? So when I close it, it's going to close flat. And then these two pieces down here, I'm going to take this one and rub it down And then this one's going to connect, even though it's not. And I've created my inside of my box for my tools to stick out, or balloons or flowers or whatever have you. You see how I did that? So that one wants to play with me. It wants to fight. So I'm going to take this back off and I'm going to use some stronger adhesive so it doesn't come apart. Okay. Where's my fast fuse? I'm proud of myself. I didn't have to mess with that or nothing. Check that out. Isn't that cool? Tamala! Tamala! How are you feeling, Tamala? Okay. So I'm going to put this back on there. And I actually think... So see, instead of trying to fight it inside the box and trying to put those in there, I've actually opened the box up. Oh, I understand. And so now I'm going to take this, fold it over. I'm going to hold this in my finger so it doesn't get stuck. And I'm going to fold this over, burnish it again. And then I'm going to stick this, make sure it's on the right side. Yeah. Okay. And then I'm going to stick this one. And they're just kind of meeting. The two ends are meeting. They're not overlapping, but they're meeting each other. Okay. I just want that to stick out a little bit. So, I mean, you can play with it. Go like this. Hi! Is it Anne? I am making a toolbox. I showed it the other day. It is Anne. Oh, I'm glad I remembered your name. It is Anne. I'm making that toolbox birthday card. I showed here the other day real quick. And I've just kind of... It's one of the card in a box, but I just did it a little bit different. So do you see how I did that, Sally? Sally, you see that? Does anybody know what I'm talking about when I talk about the box that has the ends open like that and the one in the back? So there you go. Okay. So now I'm going to take this and I'm going to put adhesive on these ends here. Now, of course, if it's a bigger box, you're going to have bigger pieces. You know, this is just a 1/4 inch. Did you just send it to me? I'm gonna leave that. Make sure that doesn't stick. You sent it to my. I checked my emails. I got them all cleared up, and I check my emails every morning. Now, I put the adhesive. Okay. Because I was gonna say I've got all my emails checked and answered. I'll check when I get off, but I gotta make a phone call first. So I have the adhesive on here. I probably should have waited, but I'm gonna go ahead and do this piece real quick, and we're gonna decorate this. Okay, so this one here, as we know, doesn't get folded because it's gonna be the back of the box, and it doesn't need to be scored or anything. So we're gonna take our hexagon, where'd my folder go? Oh. Our hexagon textured, dynamic, textured embossing plate. That's how I created this, okay? And we're going to take some fast fuse and we're going to put on the back of this. This is also the same size as the red piece, which is the 3 1/4 by 5 1/2. This is 3 1/4. Yeah, this is 3 1/4. Well, it's not 5 1/2, and here's why. But here's why it's not 5 1/2. It's because you're not going to see this piece because it's going to be inside the box. So I was trying to save some of my, my silver foil. You know what I mean? You're not going to see it. Why I cut it all the way down. I'm just trying to make sure it's as even as possible. So see how it doesn't go all the way down, but it'll be inside here. So it'll be down here in the bottom. They won't see it. On the back, I want to put, this is where my sentiment is going to go. I had to cut a piece of white cardstock, guys. So I want that to be, if it's 5 1/4 by 3 1/4, I want it to be 3. 5 1/4. Okay, sorry. I thought I had this piece cut. So this piece is cut at 3 1/4 or 3 by 5 1/4 because it's going to sit on the right on top of that. That's where our sentiment's going to go. This is going to be like inside the card. You know how we open a traditional card. Oh, Bobby, look, I finally did my color challenge. So normally this is inside the card and where we put our inside, you know, our greetings and stuff. But on these traditional cards like this, we have to put it on the back. So we're going to stamp this with, ah, thank you. We're going to do Let's Celebrate this time. We're going to use this sentiment from the Confetti Celebration set. And we're going to use our basic black. Actually, no, we're going to do something a little different tonight. I'm going to do something different on this card. Why not? I'm going to do something a little bit different on this card. Okay, we're going to stamp the sentiment in real red. And I'm going to show you why in just a second. I thought I'd make this card a little bit different. Oh, I probably pressed that down. So, let me just look at something here. Okay. We're going to stamp this one in real red. Ooh, let's celebrate. Because I want to take some of the little tool, the little piece, the little, like the little nails or tacks, the tops, like the little screws, the bolt and all that. And I want to kind of do a couple around inside. I want to stamp it right here. So, and I want to do those in basic black because normally they're basic, they're black, right? So we're just going to some in the corner. Let's do this one up here. Okay. And then we're going to put these two. I'm just going to put the little screw and the bolt together. And we'll do them in the other corners. Kind of dress up the back, okay? All right. So now we're going to close up our ink. I am going to, oh, I do need my basic black still. All right, so now what we're going to do, let me dry that for a minute. Okay, so we're going to put adhesive on the back. I like to use my strong one. And we're going to, on our piece that has, this is the front, and this is the back. So make sure, because I didn't cut it all the way to the bottom, I know this is the bottom in my card. So when I put this, I want to put it just like this, okay? And I'm just going to put that. All right. Now, here's how we're going to adhere this. First thing we're going to do, this is the back of the card, this is the front. So we know it's going to lay like this, right? So what I want to do is, how did I do this last time? Okay. Whoa, no, no, no. Do not do that. This one right here, I think I glued this afterwards. Yeah, see, I shouldn't have glued those. Is I'm going to line this up with this one right here. That's what I did. I know I didn't do it like that last time. Is I'm going to line this up since I've already put the glue on it. Okay. So now, oh, no, no, no. See, y'all? That's why you don't put the adhesive on beforehand, because Niecy messed up. Look, I was trying to be all quick and everything, too. Check that out. That's what happens when you're trying to be quick sometimes. I got to take this off. But we have this little adhesive remover. It's a great tool. And I'm going to take the adhesive off as much as I can. Where's my silicone mat? Where's my mat? Oh, there it is. I know, right? You saw nothing. Look at that. Look, I'm just taking off that glue. Look at that. I know, right? And oh my gosh. Y'all, these are not that expensive. I think a couple of dollars. And look at that. And you can trim it off. I haven't trimmed mine in a while. But look, all the adhesive is gone. Except for right there. Look. Look at that. I know, right? Under $5. Yeah, it's definitely, yeah. I was like, how much is that? Okay. That's why I was having a hard time doing it, because I had it on the wrong dang side. Well, now you guys get to see this in action. Yes. Yes. Oh my gosh, look at that. I love this tool. I love this tool. Look at that. Oh my gosh. That is the best money. Best money spent. Okay. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to turn this over. And we're going to put adhesive on this one. So, this is inside of it. $3.50. There you go, Bobby. $3.50. So, this is the inside. So, this one right here, if you're looking at it like this, you wanted to put adhesive on here. I know, right? That's what I say. Why can't I invent something like that? This is real paper crafty. I love this fast fuse. So much easier than doing the fast line. Okay. So now that I have my adhesive on here, now I can turn it around where the inside of my box is facing me. Okay. Lay my card down. Take the inside piece. Okay. And I want to line it up so that the back of the card is facing me. And I'm going to line this up with the flap because I want the flap inside. Alright, so now I have that adhered. Press it down a little bit. Now I'm going to take this one here and I'm going to lay it just like this. And even though it's going to be over this, you only want to put your adhesive right here on this piece. On the little inside the box piece. This is what's going to connect it, right? Alright. And I had to do that for the adhesive. Now lay this over like this. So now the inside of the box is facing you. This piece is laying down. Your side piece is laying down. Your adhesive, you can see it. Then all you got to do is flap this over. Make sure you got it lined up pretty good. Seal it. And there's your box. And then all we got to do is decorate it. And put the stuff in there. Voila! Okay, we're almost done, guys. Now, I do have two other things I want to cut real quick. And I got a stamp, and I saved this for y'all. Another stamp set that we used, I'm telling y'all, this card was involved, is our hardwood set. If you do not have this set, I suggest getting it. Oh, thank you, Bobby. And I took a piece of, is this crumb cake? Yeah, piece of crumb cake. Then I took a piece of, where is my crumb cake? There it is. I took my crumb cake ink. And what I did was, I just actually really kind of left it in here. Because this is one of our big ones, and we do have a block that this goes on, okay? But this is one of those I probably should have got on the wood block. Probably would have been better. But all I'm going to do is just ink up a little bit. I don't need a whole bunch. Okay, I left it on there because I have this little 1/2 inch by 3 1/4. Because this is 3 1/4 by 1/2 inch, okay? And it's just going to lay right on there. But I wanted it to look like book. F block, $17. There we go. Bobby's on it. And I just picked one that I kind of liked that I had inked up, and I literally laid it down and then took my finger like that and rubbed over it. Okay, maybe I could have rubbed it a little bit more. So we're going to pick this one. Maybe it needs more ink. We're just going to put some more ink on there. Maybe that's what it is. Good thing paper has two sides. Okay, we're going to lay it back on there, lay it back on there, rub it. Make sure you don't roll it. Just kind of roll, you know, move your paper. Oh, please don't mess up. Okay, so that looks like a piece of wood. Okay, I'll clean this in a minute. All right, so now we have that piece. I need a drink, y'all. All right, so with our extra piece of foil and our extra piece of real red cardstock, we are going to, yeah, take a drink. We're going to take this stamp set, which is just the outline. All right, and I'm going to stamp on our ink, on our foil. And I'm going to show you how to do the foil and when you ink it. It's kind of like when you ink on, hey Shay! It's kind of like when you ink on window sheets. You got to be really careful. Don't move. I did that on, if you guys, I know y'all didn't really notice it, but I kind of did it on the hammer. And it moved a little bit. So, oh wait, there you go. But it still looks good, so it worked. So we're just going to ink it up. And I really wanted the outline, so I'm going to hold it right here. And I'm just going to really carefully, there, real quick. Then I took our lovely balloon. I don't have it marked. Why don't I have the name wrote on there? It's our balloon punch. And it's got the two different sizes. And I'm going to stick down in there and I'm going to punch it out. Punch that out. Punch that baby out. So I have one balloon. Then I'm going to ink it again. Please let this be big enough. Watch that not be big enough. Oh, y'all see the top of my head? Let's see if this is big enough. Oh, barely. Maybe not. Let's see. Oh, I don't like that. Okay, save that for something else. I got a bunch of red pieces in here, so we okay. I didn't like that. I didn't like the way it looked. Okay, so let's stamp it again. Take our balloon, put it back in there. I gotta look at it, guys. I gotta point it up towards me a little bit. Okay, there we go. Now, I adhered this on there a different way. Oh, while we're punch stamping, let's go ahead and punch out our greeting. Now, for the greeting, I used, where'd it go? I had it sitting here. Are you kidding me? I just had it. I literally had it in my hand. Oh, I didn't put it up. I used the same, we used this stamp set for the back of the card, and I used this happy birthday right here. So, take that out. Take the, oh crap. I'm just going to use this block. This block is really too big. But, I'm going to put it in our basic black archival ink. I'm going to stamp it down. I'm going to use our classic label, which has the little edges, little things on there. And I'm going to punch this out. Make sure it's lined up a little bit. Okay, so now we have all our punch pieces. Alright, move this over here, over here. We're moving right along. Now, I had an idea for my balloons because before what I had done is I had just literally taken a sliver of this and attached it, but it kept coming off. And so I have seen this done on other cards. Let me get a piece of this out. Where they had to show something that was floating, they used one of our window sheets. So I'm just going to take a sliver. I'm just going to take a piece like this and cut. I'm just going to cut with my, you know, scissors. Oh, wrong one, Denise. And I'm just going to trim it to 2 different lengths for the balloons. Okay. And then I'm going to take some of our baker's twine, basic black baker's twine. Yes, tonight I'm going to, and to take these kinks out, I'm going to use our bone folder and just kind of roll over it a little, just kind of go it like that, and it'll take those kinks out. So what I'm going to do is try to tie a bow. Let's see if I can tie a bow with these big old fingers of mine. I want a tiny little bow. No, maybe I don't. No, I don't want a bow. I just want a knot. Like, I'm going to tie a knot in that, on that balloon. Aha! There we go. Just going to tie a little knot, and then I'm going to trim it off. Ooh, that worked. This is a little bit more different than the other one I did, but it's okay. And I'm going to tie a knot in this one here. But I'm not going to pull it all the way because I want to stick my little balloon thing down in there. My little, you know, the part you blow the balloon up. I don't know what you call that. I'm sure there's a name. That piece sticking out. Okay, we're almost done, guys. We're almost done. My videos have been short recently, so this one's probably a long one for y'all. So what I'm going to do with the window sheet is I'm going to save it because I want to eventually, I'm going to attach it to the back of my balloon, and then take this piece and attach it to the inside of my card, okay? But there's one other thing I forgot to do a while ago, and I think I used my 2 pieces. I sure did. I cannot believe I did that. Okay. It's okay. I got this piece here. We got to make the drawers. We got to make the drawers for the toolbox. So I know that I know that this is 3 1/4 and this is 3 inches. So I want to make my drawers about 3 inches long. Let's see if this is 3 inches long. Oh, we got lucky on that. And how big is this paper? So I want to do my drawers about 1 inch and 1/4. Please let this one be 1 inch and 1/4. Oh, I'll do it this way. Okay. Those are my drawers. I used my drawers by accident. Then I took, this is 1/4 inch, and I'm gonna adhere it first on here, and then I'm going to trim it off. Well, no, I'll just go ahead and trim it off. Let me just trim it off. Okay. I'm going to take my silicone mat again. Oh, y'all, that's pretty good. Because see how that just doesn't stick on there? Check that out. Now, I don't want it to go to all the way to the top, because if you look at the toolbox, the handle, because you reach it, it doesn't go all the way to the top. So I want it to go down just a little bit, and I'm just going to stick it on there, and I still got to trim it off. Oh, I still got to trim it off. Look at that, a little piece. Oh, well. All right, and then the other one. Why is this one not the same size? Okay. I'm going to take this one and I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to go ahead and trim it. I know I'm not seeing some. I keep trying to look up. This one I thought this one was perfect, but it wasn't. I'm going to trim that off a little bit. All right. I'm trying to watch y'all come. No, I'm sorry. I'm trying to watch y'all's comments. Your questions. I try to watch y'all. I try to watch you, Bobby. Okay, the same one. I think my handle's a little bit bigger on this one. I think I've grabbed the wrong piece, but it's okay. Okay, so those are our 2 drawers. So what we're going to do is we're going to adhere our 2 drawers to the front of this. So I'm going to take some, again, some more. Now, you could use some dimensionals and pop it up, but I didn't want to do that, and there's going to be a reason why in a minute. I just didn't want to do that. I didn't want to make it that bulky. You know what I mean? So I'm sticking my drawers on. And then this one's going to kind of go right above here. Now, with our wood piece, I'm going to take it and I'm going to put some adhesive on that. Again, I'm not using my silicone. Come on, Denise. Oh my gosh. Did I lose that other piece? Oh no, there it is. Okay. So it's going to go on the top of this little flap. If you see that little flap right there, and the reason why I thought about that is because if you look at his workbench, his tool area, his, tool area, he's got, like the stuff on the back, and then he's got the top of his tool bench, his work area is like wood, and then his drawers underneath. So that's kind of what I was going with. So I took that and flapped it over, and I didn't want it to make it a big one, but it does cover the whole. I'm trying not to put my head in there. Oh, thank you. So it looks like that. Okay. Then I did put dimensionals on that. Hey, Sandy! I did put dimensionals on this piece. No, I didn't. I did not use dimensionals. I used our foam strip because it was thinner. I used my foam strip and I cut that down just a little bit. Okay. And then this one, took the backing off. I'm trying to hurry, y'all. I know y'all sometimes don't like to watch long videos. Okay. And then I just, tried to put it in the middle as best I could. Okay. Oh, thank you, Anne. And then with our embellishments, our, now what is it called? Urban Underground embellishments. We have some screw heads, or some bolt heads. I know, you love my 3-hour tours. This ain't trying to be 3 hours. But I did use these little screws on it, but I think I'm going to use on this one, I'm going to use these right here. And they've already got the adhesive on them. I just use our little pokey tool. Oh, thanks, Valeria. Thank you, Miss Ann. And I'm going to put it, no. Yeah. I'm going to put one on each side. Whoops. Kind of balance it out. And it kind of holds it a little bit. I'm trying to. And it kind of gives it some weight too. Okay. So there we go. We got that part done. I'm going to have to clean this mess up. Alright. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to take all our tools. And we're going to start placing them inside and on the board. So with these two right here, all I did was I just kind of stuck them down like they were sticking out. Because sometimes, oh, thank you. Sometimes when you're going through your tools or something like that, if you go to a workshop, sometimes, they got stuff hanging out. So I kind of want them just to kind of hang out just a little bit. And then on my hammer, I'm going to take, where's my silicone mat? My hammer. I'm going to put this on the back wall. Now I think the other one, what I had done is I had put dimensionals on it, but I want this one to be just a little bit different. So I'm going to take this one and put on the back wall. And this one, I'm going to put dimensionals on. So I'm just going to take this, use one of our foam strips. Take it off and kind of have it hanging down. like it's hanging on the thing a little bit, like it's a little bit, just something a little bit different. Then on the, I'm just going to stick a little bit of adhesive on the end because I don't want it to go all the way down in there. And I'm going to try to stick it. That actually, I didn't want that much adhesive on there. Let me take some of this off. Come on. There we go. Okay. I didn't want it to go all the way down. Now this, you do have to stick your finger in to kind of, whoops, to get it to place. Oh wait, sorry. Thank you all for answering questions. Knowing I can't. And then this one, I'm just going to stick on the bottom a little bit. And I'm going to put it kind of right there in the middle. And then our ruler down towards the bottom. And I'm going to stick this one on the bottom like that. Okay, so those are kind of sticking out. But then it's a birthday card, so you got to have some balloons so it doesn't, so it's kind of, you know, what is it? It's a birthday card. So I'm going to take a little adhesive and put on the back of that to attach to the piece of window sheet. So it has some give. I'll make sure my string, so it's kind of looks like it's floating. And then I'm going to take just a little bit of adhesive on the bottom and put it right there. Okay. And it can be hanging out, I guess, if you want it to, or kind of inside. Depends. Whatever you want to do with it. You know what I mean? You know what I mean, Jelly Bean? Okay. And then take some adhesive, put on that one, and on that, on the end of that. So this one has, and put this one. I kind of squeeze it so it'll hold it. I don't want it up that high. Dang it. Dang it. I want it up, I want it going down just a little bit more. I'm trying to see. Did it go down? There we go. There we go. Okay. So you can have your string hanging out if you want. Oh. You can have a little bit of your string hanging out. Like over the edge. Okay. So there we go. So that's what it looks like from the top. This is the back. Okay. These are your sides. I don't have anything on the sides. I didn't want to put anything on the sides. This is your front. So that's what it looks like from the front. Tilt it up a little bit. And it's got the little happy birthday. Thank you guys. Now, how does it close? Let me get the envelope so I can show y'all. For those that are not familiar with these boxes, you take this and you just literally just take this and you move it this way. So let me go back. So you move it with your fingers, move it this way, lift it up, and it closes to a box. And what this makes is a 4 1/4 by 5 1/2 card. And then you put it in your envelope. And just be really careful. Now when you're sticking stuff in these boxes, I want to show y'all something. So it's all going to fit, but you just got to be really, really careful, okay? And it will fit in the thing. Okay? There you go. So it fits in the envelope. But do you notice when I closed it, see how that one's sticking out just a little bit past the edge of the card? You really don't want that because that's why I was fighting the card just a little bit to get it in. So when you're making this, make sure that when you close it and you're placing it, try to make sure this kind of stays inside, okay? That stays inside the line right there. So it closes to become a 4. And then when they open it, you just put it back together. So You just kind of move it so it moves. And there you go. This one's still bugging me because you can't see the tools behind it. I'm gonna have to play with that a little bit. I'm gonna have to do something with this one. I can't stand that. I can't. I gotta move it. I gotta move it. I gotta move it, move it, move it. Thank you, Mary. Well, you know, I was trying to, you know, use ways with that. And I have, ever since I seen this kit, or this suite, I knew that I was going to make this card for my father-in-law. I just didn't know how I was going to make the card. Yes, I sure will, okay. That way the balloons, that way you can see the tools more. See how you can see tools more now? Okay. It is in, it comes in our occasions catalog. And this is good from January 4th to May 31st. It does complement our annual catalog, which runs from June 1st of last year to May 31st of this year. So it complements this one. And it is on page, this particular set is on page 48 of the catalog. So it's this one. It's called Nailed It. So you can get the stamp set and the die cuts for $43 if you buy them together at the same time. They have a bundle set, or you can get it by themselves. So you're saving 10% if you buy them at the same time. Remember, if you spend $50 right now, for every $50 that you spend, you get a free celebration item. I cannot find my celebration catalog. I was on the phone with somebody earlier and talking about it, and I can't find it, so I must have left it at work. So if you have any questions, of course, you can contact me at ladybugstampin@gmail.com. If you'd like to order any of the products that you've seen on here tonight, of course, you can go to my website, Ladybug Stampin', and I have a link to my online store, or you can go straight to my online store at ladybugstampin.stampinup.net. Okay? Or if you have any questions about the products, drop me a line. This will be a YouTube later, probably the weekend. I won't be able, I might do it because I can't film until Saturday. So it's too dark in here. I don't know. Was it good enough light for you guys? Or was it a little dark for a YouTube video? Look, Dana said, I done plus my drawer. Okay, if you go on to my ladybugstampin.stampinup.net set, if you go into my online store, thank you, Dana. I love you. If you go to my online store, you create an account, basically, with your own email, your own password. You go on there, you choose me as your demonstrator on your thing. You order it, it ships right to your home. Right, Miss Dana? It does, Mary, it does. And because I went to his, you know, I was looking at my husband and their tools and my father, and this is kind of what it reminded me. When I seen this set, I knew that I wanted to do something. I just didn't know this is what I was going to do. But I knew it was going to be something similar to this. Yeah, it comes straight to your mailbox or wherever you want it. I know, Valeria. Thank you, Valeria. I seen that. You're going to love them, Valeria. Yeah, it's so convenient. Yeah. I mean, literally, and, you know, it just comes straight to your house. Makes it easy. You're welcome. Thank you, Kay. Thank you for stopping by. Yes, Mac Tools. Yes. Yeah, that's right. Miss Laura, I forgot all about them. Yeah. So, all right, guys. Well, thank you, guys. I know, she's quick, ain't she? Oh, Yvonne, you mean shipping's quick. Maybe for you because you're in Florida, but me being in Arkansas, no. Takes a week. You're welcome, Miss Lori. Thank you, Ann. Thank you for stopping by. Thank you for the hearts, y'all. Thank you so much. And thank you for supporting. Bye, Mary. Bye, Dana. Bye, Valeria. I know I got to go watch Scopes. Thank you, Sally. Thank you so much. Bye, Bobby. See you later. Oh, thank you, Lori. I'm glad. Lori's one of my downlines, so I know, Linda. I know. It's been, I'm trying to get my creative juices going, so I'm trying to do different things. And so this literally, it took me 2 hours to come up with this template to make the box. Okay? The rest, once I had it in my head, it took me 2 hours to come up with this. I didn't go online and try to find it. I just tried to make it. I knew what it was. So it was like, okay. Because it's not a traditional size. You know, the sizes are bigger. I think it's like 2 1/4, something like that, this wide. Because when you fold it, it makes the 4 1/4, 4 1/4, so 2 1/8, I think, maybe. So I know. Yeah. So I didn't want to make it that wide. You know what I mean? So, isn't that cute? Oh, I got glue on that. This is good enough to sell. I said about a $3 card. If I charge $3, would that be too much? I think that's a $3 card. Yeah. So, Kayla said, I'll buy it. Lori said, no, $5. She said, charge $5 for that. I'm trying to think if I have any friends I would have another birthday that might want this. Oh, you want it for your daddy? Oh, Tamitha. Aw. That thing. Aw. Mary said at least 7. I know, but you know, I just can't. I know. I do 5. I liked making it, really, I did. And then, you know, once I did my father-in-law's, it was, you see how, I had to cut it off and stuff, but, you know, it is what it is. I'm going to make some of these up for my, we have a craft fair coming up in my town, and I'm going to make, no, but I will. Once I put it on my blog and stuff and my YouTube, I will. I will add it to Pinterest. Yeah, so I'm going to make some of these up for the craft fair because I figured these will be good for Father's Day in June because the craft fair is before Father's Day. Yes. So these will be good. I'll put Happy Father's Day on here or something. Or, you know, something on here and then Happy Father's Day on the back or something, you know. So I will be making some of these up. Yeah. All right, guys. Thanks for stopping by. Right, Lori? I got to make a phone call and I got to do a couple other things. Thanks. Night. Good night, Miss Sally. Thank y'all. That just says love you. Okay, Tamitha, send me an email. Are you playing with your papers I sent you? Make sure you send it to the Ladybug Stampin'. Oh, good. I want to see some pictures, what you're doing, okay? All right. Good night, Miss Ann. Good night, Tamala. Good night, Valeria. Valeria, I feel like I haven't seen you in a while. I was thinking about you the other day, actually. I think, oh, I know what it was. I know, Miss Linda. I'm fixing to call you, honey bunny. I think it was on Anthony's Facebook Live. And I seen you. And I was like, oh, Valeria. Candy, I didn't know you were on here, Candy. Oh, Candy, hi. Good night. All right, guys. Love y'all. Talk to you later. Bye. I will, Tamala. I promise I will. Oh, well, I haven't been on as much either, Candy. Valeria, FYI, I understand. I mean, not FYI, but yes, I understand, sister. Yes, I just got done with W-2s at work, so I understand where you're coming from. All right, bye, guys. Bye. I got to end my scope. Well, hold on. Well, we're still talking to Denise because Denise doesn't know how to end her scope. Wait a minute. Let's see. Okay. There we go. Oh, my phone. That's funny, y'all.